But now we're going to go back and I'm going to finish in bash what I couldn't do before, where I just ended up finishing in Rust, because we got a little bit of time. So let's go ahead and knock this out. All right, we're going to try and port over this code into bash. Oh, I didn't even use any functions? Beautiful. Thank you, Dave. Oh my God, that actually makes my life so much easier. So let's vim part 2. This is my bash solution. And this is where we read in the data to something called connections and we deduplicate it. Cool. Now we're going to trash all of this. All of it. Cool. Okay, so we have our data. We normalize our data. We can var dump connections, and this is what we have now. This is our starting point for part 2. We read an example, and we get that. Cool. So let's vim Rust part 2, source main part 2, which is our bash script. We will take all of this Rust code. We will put it into bash, and we are going to port, and we're going to see if it's fast enough. Oh boy. Okay. So, well, I'm not going to worry about some of these variables till we get there. For root and neighbors in connections, we will do this. For root in connections, they're different data structures, so we're going to have to make sure we're doing things right. We're not going to rename any variables because that's a recipe for disaster. Cool. So this is the same logic now. We had to make a new thing called scene. Okay. For neighbor in neighbors, what are they stored as? They are stored as space separated. So we will have to turn them into... Did I just try to run that code? So we'll have to turn them into an array. Done. Okay. Yeah, what's up, NMBB? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. So we've looped over our neighbors. Scene neighbor equal 1. Okay, so we mark them as seen. Then we loop over them again. Wow, this is really clean code. No, we don't. There's no such thing as grandchildren's. Grand neighbors equal connections at neighbor. Turn it into an array. For grand neighbor in grand neighbors, done. If dash n scene grand neighbor, then oh, actually we can simplify this code because we're just incrementing this count here. Yeah, just the amount of times we've seen it has gone up. Cool. So we're done with that. And then we create something called counts, which is a hash set. So declare dash a counts. We don't have hash sets, but we have associative arrays. For value in scene. Okay, so this actually will just loop over values. This is nice. Counts. It's a hash set of values? What was I thinking? I know this logic works, but now I feel like I'm like reverse engineering what I wrote. Cool, so now we have to sort it. We sort it and then we reversed it. Okay. I'm just going to pipe out to sort until we can figure out a cleaner way to do this. But we loop over the counts. We make a hash set, and then we iterate on it. What does a hash set iterate on? The keys or the values? The keys. There's no values. There's no values. Oh my god, it's a hash set, not a hash map. Loops the keys. Okay, so we need to loop the keys of counts, sort them, and reverse them. Okay, so we need to printf, separate them by new line, the keys of counts. Oh, good thing I know bash. Pipe that to sort dash nr, reverse and numeric. We are piping out to sort. We'll see if we can clean that up later. I just want to get this working, and then we can implement our own sort and bash, because I always joke about doing that. Reverse the hash map. Declare dash a ven for key in scene do value equals scene at key. Then value equals, plus equals space key. Wow. Okay. This is wild stuff. This is what you guys wanted. Friends. For num in sorted subset equals ven at num. Why did we clone this? Oh, just so we could borrow it. Okay. Whatever. I don't even fully understand that. It's really hard to go between Rust and a language with ownership and a language where you just do whatever you want. Clone it, then we append it to friends. Okay, well, we'll just do this then. Friends array. If the length of friends array is greater than or equal to num, then where do I define min? Hold on, let me look at the Rust source again. Oh, min and answer are like all the way at the top. Okay. Oh, they're all the way at the top. They're completely outside of anything. Okay. Do I need to remove a leading space from ven row? Will it produce an empty first element? I don't know yet. It doesn't matter if it produces spaces on the left or the right, because where I turn it into an array here, this will strip out any extra number of spaces on the left or right. So it shouldn't actually matter there. I think these will have a space at the beginning of them. Theoretically, I could do this. Like it literally doesn't make a difference. I could put like 18 spaces there. This code right here is what will strip them out. Okay, so then we know this list. So we know if num is greater than min, then min equals num. Answer equals friends. Break. What are we looped in? We're in a 4. This is also a done, right? No. Oh, we're just, yeah, it's just the... I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to find out. Okay. What are we doing there? For value in scene.values, counts.insert value. What is counts? Counts is a hash set. Okay. Okay, well that's clearly not right. Because it should be, what is it, Kodi kata? So I should be getting Kodi kata. I am not getting Kodi kata. I am getting way more other stuff than I should be getting. Let's go through and try to find why that might be. Checking these with these neighbors. Cool. That looks right. Min and answer is here. This all seems right. For neighbor in neighbors, we've broken them out here. Let's var dump scene and exit. Where's my other var dump? Because that's getting annoying. I'm in the Rust code. Okay, that looks fine. Let's var dump sorted. Let's make sure that's working how I expect it to. That looks sorted to me. Sorted in reverse order, where 4 is at the top, then 2, then 1. That makes sense. Okay. Then we make a nice little Venn diagram. I don't even know what that stuff is. So we made a Venn diagram. Forehead YN. Two of these. Okay, but this seems right. We grab the Venn at that number. We loop over the numbers. We add our friends to that, and then we turn it into an array. And then we check if the length of that array is greater than or equal to the number. And if the num is greater than the minimum, greater? Should be greater, yeah. We called it minimum, but seems like it should work. Whatever I have here is just a stupid logic bug. If I do this with the example input, we get Kodi kata. Why are these always the same? Well, this will do it. Right here. Key. How about root? Cool. Decakota. It's right, it's just out of order. Neighbor's always the same. You nailed it, Tablet Lenovo. You are absolutely correct. I had to get there myself, but you nailed it. So now we have the answer here. Let's turn it into an array. Answer, read-RA answer, read in from answer. The answer is answer like that. We'll do a nice little IFS equals comma. It'll still be out of order. Yeah, we just have to sort it. I have not thought of ways to sort things in Bash in a way that makes sense. But yeah, there it is. Decakota. So we can get there. We can get there with Bash with relative ease, which is nice. How to actually sort those, I'm going to be real with you guys. I have no idea. I would totally just do one of these where we do answer equals printf, separate them by new lines, all of the elements inside answer, pipe it to sort, just sort. Yeah, and then turn that back into an array. And when we do this, we'll get printf not found because I spelled it wrong. There we go. That's how you get kodikata. Again, we are forking out to one external utility. That is the sort utility because we don't have a sort built into our bash shell. We could implement our own array sort if we wanted to. I don't really feel like implementing a sorting algorithm, you know, like quick sort, or we could just bubble it up. Like there's so many things we could do. I would like to come up with a bash solution for doing it. I feel like there has to be a bash way of doing it, like storing it in some data type that could do it. We can, hear me out, for answer in answers, do, done, echo, answer. I'm just going to make sure this looks sane before I run it. Why didn't it do this? What am I missing here? Oh, I called it just answer. I didn't call it answers. Yeah, exactly. You got a tablet, Lenovo. So now that we have them here, let's just echo. Let's just touch foo / $answer. Let's make this answers with an S because we're overwriting variables here. That's not, I'm not thrilled that that's happening. Let's read that data back in by reading foo star, or you know what? I have seen the sleep sort. Yep, I've seen sleep sort. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Let's just do this. CD into foo. Let's touch $answer. Let's read it back in with a glob. There we go. We got the answer nice and sorted without using any external utilities. We did still have another sort in the code. So this does it. This just creates a directory called foo with the answer kodikata on it. So we just have to ls to get the answer. This is more epic than the file system cache. Yeah. Yeah, so how's that? Oh man, the other thing I think you can do, people say like, oh, sleep is an external utility in Bash. Like, how are you going to waste some time? And it's like, dude, you can totally waste some time. Read -t3 or 4 echo high. Let me just run this. Yeah, don't tell me we can't sleep without external utilities. We just have to do some BS with standard in and also hope the user doesn't press anything. Because if I press something, I just skip it. Which can be cool. It can be cool to easily be able to skip through a sleep like that. Yeah, so there's our file system cache. Pretty ugly. Let bash sort this by using globbing. Incredible. So now if I just run that, hey, nice. What's my git diff here? All right, not bad. Day 20, wait, what day is this? Is it 23? Yeah. Day 23, part 2 in bash. For real this time. Yeah, I have to also think, like, I know someone in my Twitch chat said, I think a Dorfhouse said that in my Twitch chat, but like, implementing it in Rust and then porting it to bash sometimes might be easier than just trying to approach it in bash directly. Like, I think he said it, or you know, they said they use Go and then port it back. Does it work on real input? Oh my god, you're right. You're right. I'm not even. I didn't even test it on real input. Oh my god. Yeah, you're right. I don't even know why I didn't even think to do that. So the Rust one does that. Should have ran the Rust one later. That looks the same, but let's just make sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it works. Absolutely it works. Oh my god. It works. I almost feel like it shouldn't, but it does. Oh my god. This was so stupid. This is real funny. I can sleep tonight. Oh my god.